What's up everyone, and today I will teach you to write baybayin symbols. For the context, baybayin is used as a traditional orthography used in the Filipino language, particularly or especially the Tagalog region, which it was used as the basis to create a pan-Philippine or as we know it today, the Filipino language. So many of you thought that Baybayin was hard because you need some memorizing some symbols, but little by little, if we learn each symbol and we write it and if we practice it, it would become easier than ever you ever think. So let's get started. So first, we should focus on the vowels. So how do we write letter A? It's not pronounced A, it's A. So we should write it like that. One, and has two lines there. Again, letter A. One, and there. That symbolizes the letter A in Baybayin. Next is E or I, E or E. It's the same in Filipino, E. So how do we write this? Would be that. It's like with the waves. It's like there are waves there, since the baybayin is literally translates into into something like sea or beach or something like that, or coastline maybe. And next is O or U. It's just like the number 3 but with the added touch of waviness there. Okay, it's very easy. Those are the vowels. Now we should move on into the consonants. The first consonant we will use is ba. We shouldn't focus yet on B since we will use a symbol to silence that silence the letter A in case that we don't even need it in articulating. So first is ba. It's just that it looks like a bot or an inverted heart, but it's ba. Next is ka. Just add two waves there and one line. That's ka. Ka, ka. It's very easy. Next is da or ra. It doesn't matter. It's the same. So two waves again, but this time the line is in the left. So you can even add this to distinguish da from ra. By the way, if you add this would be called ra. So if we want to have a distinguished mark, then this is da and this is ra. But it doesn't matter if you can put this or not. Next one is ga. You can add number 3 in there and you can add this. That's ga. It's like 37, but as we know, we add a little wave to it, like the waves of the ocean. Next in the line is ha. It's very simple. You just add one wavy line and there you have it. Next, la. You can add a wave up above and you can put the number 3 with a wave below. That's la. Next is ma. You can add that. It's like a wave, but it has one, two instead of this. It has two waves, while you can put a line there. That's ma. Next is na. You can put an arc and then the number 3. Na. Next is pa. You can do the same as ma, but instead you can put the line here. That's pa. Next is sa. It's like the inverse one of ga, which the line and then this. It's like the inversion of ga. In sa we put this first before the number 3 like symbol. Next is ta. You can do the same as the pa, but this time can add a line here or the curve. So that's ta. And wa, it's very simple. You can just draw that. And lastly, ya is also that, but without those lines or those curves whatsoever. It's just that. Okay, so that we have completed the symbols. So let's have or let's give some examples on how to write words in Baybayin. So for example, baka. It's cow in English. So how do we write baka? We just simply put ba and ka. Baka. Cow. Baka. Next, tasa. Since most of our words came from Spanish, so then we can use it we use it every day. So tasa. How do we write tasa? Ta and sa. Tasa. But how do we can even add the example if we want to use the letter O or U in the, our, for example, if we want to spell out in Baybayin this vocabulario or vocabulary, how do we spell out this? Firstly, you can just write the symbols as usual. Bo, ba, ka, B, tapo, and then L, and then the ra, and then the Y. But we cannot just leave it like that. So we can put a dot up above when it is pronounced as, for example, it's be or b, but we can put it beneath the symbol if it is pronounced bo or bu, o or u. So since it's bo, then we can put a dot below. Next is ka, which we can just leave it like that since if it's only a symbol, then it is followed by an a sound in default. Next is bu. Is just the same with also, we can just put a dot here. La, we can just leave it like that, just like in ka. R. Oh, however, how we can do this? What we can do is just to put a cross below the symbol or the lower right part of the symbol. And lastly, yo. We can just have it like this. Just remember that if we put a symbol and we can pronounce we want to pronounce it like ka, ke, ki, ko, ku, then if it is ka, then you can leave it by default, and if it's followed by a or e sound, then you can put it above, while on the other hand you can put it below if it is ko or ku sound. It can also apply in different letters. But if you want to silence the following sound, then you can just put an X. It cancels the sound made by the default. So let's have another word. Kalayaan. That means freedom in Tagalog. So how do we spell it? First, you can write the symbols as it is. Kalaya, a, and then we can proceed to check each symbol. So kalaya, a, they are default followed by an a sound. On the other hand, this n, we can just cancel it. Otherwise, it would be kalayaan. So we should cancel it to prevent confusion for the readers. Last for today, how can we spell this word? Mahal. Mahal means a lot of words, or it meant numerous times in Filipino. It can mean love, or it can mean expensive. So how do we write this? Let's just write ma, ha, la, and we can silence this to make it mahal. So that's it. Thank you for watching, and I hope you will practice more baybayin, since it could revive the traditional writing script of the Filipinos. And if you want to make some sentences, then we should follow on for a part 2 of this video. That's it. Thank you very much and have a great day. See you around.